A, we can hear you, and B, what your question can be transcribed for the transcript. If you're on Zoom and have a question, please use the raised hand function. Our format today will start with an opening statement from Coach Westmore. Coach?
Yeah, you know, it's one of those days, and I've said it a million times. Some days you're the windshield, some days you're the bug. I just thought we came out, you know, ready to play. If you had seen practice yesterday, you probably would have, probably not come to the game. But, again, we got some veterans that are very talented and step up. And, you know, when the lights are the brightest is when they really step up and play. And so, I just thought, again, we shot the heck out of it. 15 out of 30 from three, 50% from the field. We did a pretty good job taking care of it. I know that sounds funny, having 11 turnovers, but with their press and their pressure, that was probably the biggest concern coming into the game. And, again, we did a decent job taking care of the ball. And like I said, they hit a lot of shots. Sanaya's not here, but 11 assists for her, I thought was, and she was just 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. So, but again, we're trying to figure out a way to get these kids another year of eligibility. So if you have any ideas, please let me know.
Next segment will feature our student athletes, Madison Hayes and Aziaha James. So please direct your questions to them in this next segment. Let's start over here to the left.
Hey, this is for both of y'all. Your last game in Reynolds Coliseum, and you set the program record for margin of victory in an NCAA tournament game. To go out with such a bang like that, what does that mean to you for this program?
It means so much. I've been here for all my 4 years, and, just to do that for my last game and, show Wolfpack Nation the love from off the court, it means a lot to me and Madison and Sanaya.
Madison?
Okay. Obviously, our defense made this game for us. And, obviously being in Reynolds and being with the fans and, this is, like you said, me, Zaza, and Sanaya's, last go-around in Reynolds. And, it's bittersweet, but we're not done yet. And, they'll be able to travel with us as we can.
And when you get the microphone, please identify yourself and your outlet, please.
That's Brian.
Okay, thank you. Gets over here to the right.
Yeah, Mitch Northam, SB Nation. For both of y'all, I saw the press conference transcript yesterday, and Michigan State was pretty confident about their defense, and you guys put a hurting on them pretty bad. Was any of that a motivating factor?
Madison, we'll start with you.
I didn't even see the press conference, honestly. I think, for us, we're worried about our team and what we need to do on the floor. And our game will speak for itself, and it showed tonight. They're a pretty great team. They obviously, got to the NCAA tournament for a reason. And, we just, like you said, shot the crap out the ball. So, that helped us in our defense as well. We just got to continue to keep doing those things in the tournament.
Definitely. Madison hit all the points. Coach Moore definitely tell us stay away from the media, worry about ourselves. I think our inner circle within the team is very, is very bright to, and it brings on to the court. I'm so proud of these girls. We play all 40 minutes. We touch every base on the court, and, we're going to keep going.
Lindsay Gibbs with Power Plays. Aziaha, as you were leaving the court, there was an extra special ovation, and I saw you kind of stop to compose yourself a little bit. What was going through your mind?
And Wolfpack Nation has been behind my back since I came here. Just the love that they bring. They're not just fans; they're our family. They take care of us. I keep going back to last year when we came back from Portland, 3 a.m. in the morning. They was here for us. It's just to show the support they have for us, and, without them, we can't be us.
Next question, far left over here.
Kind of a similar question for you, Madison. Kind of saw towards the end there, someone was handing you a baby like you're running for office. What is Wolfpack Nation meant to you, where there's that level of trust and just camaraderie and love between the fan base and the players? What has that meant to you?
It's just, obviously the relationships that you build with each and every one of them. And you notice their faces, they come to the lobby, talk to you after the game. It's just amazing how far they go, especially at a noon game on a Monday. It's pretty hard. And, you think we're not going to have a lot of students, but they showed up and showed out for us. And we did the same for them. So
Stay left over here.
Connor Vandermark, technician. The two of y'all and Sanaya combined, or they scored or assisted on 71 of the first 76 points. Could you just speak on the chemistry that you guys have, the three of y'all? Because I feel like it's something very rare, especially in college sports.
I mean, me and Zaza have been here for 4 years, even though I didn't start here.
That's okay.
Even
We're over
though
that.
I didn't start here. And then obviously Naya came in a year after. We just spent so much time with each other and talking about the goals that we have as a team. And it's, we is greater than me. And that's what we always try to instill into the younger ones when we leave, which is not yet. But just trying to make sure that, you know, we give them that confidence that they have to basically pick up where we left off. And where we leave off is probably, it's definitely going to be a national championship. So, yeah. So
Definitely the three of us, you know, our chemistry is strong, you know, on and off the court. We always hang out with each other off the court. On the court, you know, we always know where each other's at. Y'all can see Naya knows everybody's at, you know. She passes from anywhere. So just to see us, you know, hit that court one more time on Reynolds, it felt good. It really felt good. Yeah.
Next question in the front row here to the right.
Hi, Tom Shanham, Spartan Mag. When we were in here yesterday, we talked about how you didn't want to get it to be a physical game like the Duke loss. Mm-hmm. And then right away you hit those 2 3-pointers from virtually the same spot. Mm-hmm. Was that, how much did that open up the game? And on those two particular 3-pointers, is that just the way the play developed, or did you guys see a spot to attack?
Okay, I'm going to stop you. Your phone is on the call. Do you want me to, okay, just making sure. I was just trying to give you a chance to record it. Okay. But, I mean, they just, like Zaza said, like, they try to find me. I mean, I feel like I'm a pretty good shooter, and I try to make myself available. And, you know, they just know where I'm at on the floor, and just making sure, you know, Michigan State's defense is really good. I mean, we've obviously watched film a lot, and just making sure that we're just not standing and watching. And that was the biggest emphasis as well on offense, making sure we stay moving, keep them moving. And so they found me a lot, and so, yeah.
Back over to the left.
So in the fourth quarter, y'all didn't play. What is it like to see Zam and Devin and all of them just kind of take over almost as like a passing of the torch?
Yeah.
Madison, we'll start with you.
Hold on, I'm sorry. You know, obviously just how from summer to now, just like the growth that we've seen, and just, you know, obviously building relationships with them individually and as a team. It's obviously so great to see, you know, they're building that chemistry as well while they're on the floor, you know. And so I just think it's just really special. But we're not passing the torch yet, so I won't worry about that yet. But when it comes to that point, I feel like they'll be ready. So,
Aziaha?
Yeah, just to see them out there, you know, take control of the game, it don't even seem like it's a, you know what I'm saying, a second five that's going out there. It's the same momentum going out there. You know, they're still staying on top of them, still on top of them on defense, still scoring the ball. So just to see what we instilled in them since the summer, like Madison said, it feels good. It's a relief on Coach Moore to not having to worry about, you know, anybody coming in and, you know, not doing the same thing. You know, we're still staying, you know, at this type pace, so we're proud of them.
Yes, go to the right here. Sorry.
Marissa Sesker, Hoopstats. Y'all get another cross-country trip as a reward, but y'all obviously just did it last year and turned out okay with some extra weirdness with the 3-pointer. Is there anything you guys are looking forward to and just kind of telling the younger kids about?
Aziaha, start with you.
Just being ready, you know. I love Coach Moore saying, you better be some McDonald's fries. You better be hot and ready. Just being hot and ready. Don't matter what circumstances come to you. You just got to be ready.
You listen to one thing I said. Good. Yes.
Oh. Can you repeat the question? I was busy laughing. I'm sorry.
Going to Washington again.
Went out west again, and then kind of some stuff you'll tell the younger players to get them ready for kind of the time zone in the far corner.
Yeah. I would just say, like, definitely the rest, because it's going to be a 6-hour flight. It's going to be, we're going to be doing a lot of things there, obviously. Just treatment, making sure recovery, especially after practices. And just like she said, just stay ready for the moment.
We've maxed our time here with our student athletes, Madison Hayes, Aziaha James. Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
Y'all.
Take tomorrow off.
They did listen. They did listen. Questions for Coach Westmore here in the room? Who wants to start? Bob, in the back.
Bob Sutton with the Associated Press. Wes, when the ball's going in the first quarter from 3, were you thinking keep doing it or let's slow down and we've already made enough?
No, like I said, this year I've learned there's times for me just to get out of the way and let them play. And yeah, it was nice to see it because I'll be honest, we hadn't really been shooting the ball well. And like I said, yesterday's practice wasn't real pretty. And then we come out and, you know, they're confident, they're hitting shots and getting a lot of momentum. And like I said, our defense, you know, holding them to 9 points in the first quarter really set the tone. So, yeah, like I said, there's times where, you know, you're saying, no, oh, yes, good job, you know, when a shot's going up. So let them play.
Over here to the right.
Brian Murphy with WRAL. Obviously, these two had a great shooting day, but I thought Sanaya all-around play, not only the assist, but a couple blocks early in the game set the tone. She had that crossover, the no-look pass. I mean, it just seemed like she was able to do kind of whatever she wanted out there.
She's special, you know, and yeah, I gave her a hard time. She had 8 rebounds, so 2 away from a triple-double, and she only had 1 rebound at halftime from what I understand. So, you know, told her if you'd have started in the first half going to the boards, you'd had a triple-double. But, yeah, 11 assists, pretty awesome. And then, as you mentioned, she can elevate and get her shot off. And, you know, I know she hit 1 or 2 threes out there. So, yeah, I mean, when she's on, we take it to another level, without a doubt.
Far left over here.
Hey, Coach, like we said, y'all got up to a pretty 27-9 lead in the first quarter. But how important was it to keep your foot on the gas for the second and the third and be able to keep this step off a comeback from the Spartans?
Yeah, that's one thing we talked about, especially at halftime. Michigan State's #1 in the Big Ten for scoring in the second half. They averaged 42 points a game in the second half. So we stressed that. You know, let's win the third quarter. And thought they did a really nice job. We got a stop on the first possession, and then we scored first, and that, again, gave us a little more momentum heading out of it. But, yeah, you know, again, I got to reiterate, I mean, that's a really good team over there. They had a rough day shooting it at times, and I'll give our defense some credit. Our kids did a good job. And then we were hitting shots. And when we hit shots and we bring – you know, an attitude about our defense, we can be a pretty good team. So we just got to make sure we, you know, stay humble and stay hungry.
Over here to the right.
Yeah, Coach, you mentioned it's a really good team, and I saw you chatted with Robin just for a moment there after the game. What did you tell her?
Yeah, basically that. You know, it was one of those days where, you know, we were hitting some tough shots and everything, you know, so even though it might be an awkward bounce or something, the ball was going in, and, you know, just that, yeah, you know, you have days like that. So, you know, we were fortunate. Like I said, we needed that. We needed to see the ball go through the net a few times, and so we were fortunate to do that early, and I think it's contagious. You know, somebody gets hot, somebody else gets hot, and we were able to roll from there. But she's done a heck of a job. You know, I mentioned yesterday, she played at Davidson when I was coaching at Chattanooga, so we were in the same conference. So I remember her as a player. And, you know, I thought, man, she sure went through the coaching ranks in a hurry to get to a Big Ten school like Michigan State. And then I started figuring it out. Oh, it's been 20 years. So, you know, makes you realize time flies.
Say it the right, please.
Lindsay Gibbs with Power Plays. Coach, it's now been, I think, 6 Sweet 16s in the last 7 NCAA tournaments.
Yeah.
That's incredible consistency.
Yeah.
What does that mean to you, and
Yeah.
how have you done it?
Yeah. Well, it means a lot. It means a lot to me. And I'd be honest with you, I didn't know it till watching some of the games yesterday or something. Somebody mentioned it maybe, or maybe in some notes. Yeah, you know, and it just says a lot about, first of all, the support we get here, you know, with Boo and Stephanie and the rest of the administration. They put us in a position to give our athletes, student athletes, a great amount of resources. And then it's about the players. And then our coaches, too. Our coaches have done a heck of a job bringing some of these freshmen along this year. They do a lot of the work as far as position work and development. They've done a heck of a job. And then just the players, and that's what, the wins are awesome. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's what we're here for. But when you reflect on the players that were able to accomplish that 6 out of 7 years, Sweet 16, it's pretty neat and brings back a lot of good memories.
Over here to the left. We'll get you next, Daniel.
Coach, during that rank stretch, you were winning a lot of games, but at the same time, you're giving up 70, 80-plus points a game. You had a lot to say about that. Now we're in the tournament. You're allowing under 50. What were you seeing today, and how are you going to carry that momentum into the rest of the tournament?
Yeah, I've just been stressing since the ACC championship game. We got to defend. I was embarrassed when I went back and watched the film. Our defensive effort, our rebounding effort, just wasn't what it needed to be, and so we spent a lot of time. That's the great thing about the way our schedule is. We actually have 2 weeks between ACC and the NCAA tournament, and I love that. So we had a few days to focus on us and try to clean some things up. But a lot of it's about attitude and just, them wanting to – got to take pride in taking away someone's strength or taking a team's strength away, and got to buy into all that. And I've been doing this a long time, and sometimes I get frustrated when maybe the film and the scout doesn't get the attention it needs. But, I think we're trending in the right direction, and we just got to try to make sure we keep that at the forefront when we're preparing for people.
Stay here to the left.
Daniel Wilson, Inside Pack Sports. Didn't seem like you were too pleased with Zam Jones' performance against Vermont. She didn't touch the second half court until, I want to say, the final minute. But she comes in today during the second half, and she scores 12 points in 12 and a half minutes. Can you talk about her response between games as well as her optimizing her time on the court today?
Yeah, and again, let's face it, we got all these senior guards. I consider Madison a senior also. So it's tough for those freshmen sometimes. It's a big difference from high school, where in high school, you're it. And if you miss a few shots or turn the ball over or whatever, or give up a bucket or two in high school, there's really nobody else to put in. Here, we've got all these veterans, and I don't like taking them out too much. Next year, Z will be a veteran. But she showed what she can do in a hurry. She did it at Louisville, did it today. She's a microwave. She can get a lot of points in a hurry. So she's fine. And like I said, it was just a matter of first half we were rolling, and we're rolling. I don't touch it a whole lot. We did put Devin in there for a couple of minutes. We obviously subbed at the post, but when things are going good, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So we let it ride. But she was ready in second half and came in and gave us some good minutes.
Last question here to the right.
Wes, Brian Murphy with WRL. Hate to change subjects on you, but obviously you've been here for a long time and had a lot of success. What advice might you give to the new men's basketball coach here about what he can expect? And certainly you saw when this thing is rolling on both men's and women's last year.
Last year was unbelievable, and I don't have advice for him other than enjoy our fans. They're passionate. They're going to be there for you, win or tie. They're going to be there for you. But he's been here, done it before. I mean, he's got a great reputation as a coach. So, I'm looking forward to meeting him and all that. And I know, again, he's won everywhere he's been. So I'm sure he'll find his way here as well.
Coach Westmore, congrats on another Sweet 16. Appreciate it.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for your time.
Thank you. Thank y'all. Appreciate y'all being here on a Monday at 12 noon.